Everyone, to the West, the Dishonored RPG campaign. We run Saturday evenings now, believe it or not. Times they are a-changing. But we run it
whenever we have time.
Yep. Yeah. But here we are with session number 44. So, last session, we had a bit of an altercation involving running from the Protectors. You all met Idamar, the former outsider himself. You met Empress Emily Caldwin. Sorry, I was about to say it.
Ex-Empress.
Ex-Empress.
The Empire's dead.
Empress in exile,
Cyprus.
I will say. Now, not quite ex-emperor, or empress, but I will say in exile. You met both of them. You had a pretty important meeting with the Protectors, and you all interrogated Dr. Orizatli, who is currently on your ship right now. I'm trying to remember what was gleaned from that interrogation. But the Protectors essentially said, we'll have him. You guys are going to give him to us after, I believe I said 2 months. A month would be a lot more sensible, but for the Protectors. But they were feeling a little generous.
Oh, yeah?
It was Draper's
Oh,
idea,
yeah?
actually. Yes. Believe it or not. So, you all took off. No Protectors with you, believe it or not, except for Protector in Training,
Yeah.
Sebastian Graus.
Sam's
Give me take away.
he's a protector.
Yeah. Alonso's
Joining
an
me.
alley.
He's a protector.
Hadley, we get Alonso. No.
LG
I was
is
not
no
consulted.
longer on the ship. That is correct. As you all took off, I'm trying to remember what the specific activities you were doing. Lee Barrett was making a radio call.
I was
That is
listening
where
in
we
on that radio
resumed.
call.
And you were in on that radio
How
call.
many
That is
successes?
correct.
How much would she hear? I forget how successful her.
I think
It was
she
like
rolled like a 3 in the
3 or
perception
something.
check.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She's gonna hear all of it.
Okay. All right.
Should we go?
I
We
think
can
it's fine. It's fine for you guys to stay. Just you guys don't know any of this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Or we could go and we could talk.
So Lee would be in the radio
Don't do that.
room, and he would make a call.
All right.
What a lovely bromance this is.
It would be pretty easy to find this person because they are an enforcer and have radio access, and he would be using a frequency that you are familiar with. So you don't have to go through any operator or anything like that. It's pretty immediate. You hear the crackle of the radio in the pilot house. Remind me, is Ellison there?
No.
Okay, yeah, she stepped out of the room
Yeah, you
temporarily.
asked her to have privacy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she left.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so eventually you would hear the phrase, "This is Everton, go ahead."
Everton, this is Barrett.
Barrett, how are you doing? What are you up to these days other than being dead?
We need to talk.
Fair enough, is
No.
the line safe?
No. Listen,
All
we
right.
need. It's not safe to talk over the line. I need you to get Phillips, McCready, and Orwell. Gather them together, and we'll meet at a location. We'll meet at Bryanton.
Bryanton. All right, when?
When I'll radio 3 days before the event. I won't tell you where it's going to happen. I'll let you decide that for yourself.
All right,
And don't tell anyone over the radio.
understood.
Tell me, send a messenger. Send McCready for me once I arrive in Bryanton, and he'll take me there.
You got it. Anything else you might need?
Silence about this.
Of course.
I need the utmost discrepancy about this. This is a grave matter.
Understood. I'll convey that to the rest of them.
Thank you, Everton.
Of course. Stay safely.
You as well.
Everton out.
bear it out.
That's what you would hear. All right, boys, come back. Ahem.
I'll get them.
Jacob, Levi. I didn't think our house was that big. Fair enough. When was the last time you've spoken to Everton, do you think? I mean, he's an enforcer, so.
They probably
Workplace.
spoke pretty frequently before Lee went out with the group.
That's kind of what I figured.
Mm-hmm.
Good to know.
They were also likely the same unit.
Say that
Mixer,
right
I'm
here.
agreeing with them.
Yeah.
Sorry to read you.
What?
You can message me
Red
if
stand
any more
mixer makes me agree
details
with
you got
them.
to say.
Her name is
What's
Layla.
that?
Leia.
Layla.
Layla. Layla is lovely.
She is,
Beautiful.
isn't she?
Better looking than any woman.
Yes.
Your dog?
No,
Where's the
my
stand?
KitchenAid stand mixer.
Oh.
One of those grand objects that I hope to possess one
The
day.
white whale of our wedding registry.
Maybe
You can come
something
over and
like-
bake with it sometime if you want to.
Ooh.
All right. Stand mixers aside. Anton, where are you right now during this
Oh,
time?
he was
I
with Atlee doing.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bone charm stuff.
All right. What exactly were you hoping to learn? Well, you know what? I'll say that. So, what exactly were you hoping to learn, Anton?
Well, more about how you make bone charms and black bone charms. I haven't even seen many of those, so I'm not really sure how they are different.
Well, bone charm crafting is a delicate procedure, and one that takes a fair amount of trial and error. Strangely enough, error is the more important feature of this. The most effective way to learn the symbol of a particular bone charm is not to come up with it yourself, but to find it and destroy it. I gotta be honest, this is a little hard to finagle into lore reasons, but this is just he's describing, you know, in Dishonored 2, when you destroy a bone
Yeah.
charm, you learn like the recipe of it. I'm trying to figure out a way to.
No, the art of dismantling it gives you insight into it.
How it was
Just say
created.
that
Though,
as and it'll sound great.
You just gotta have enough confidence in whatever your bluff is,
Yeah.
it'll be fine.
It's true.
Yeah?
Especially fiction. It's just like, and this is the way it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can finagle
Because it is.
if we need.
but
Yeah.
disposal of it is not mere destruction. Anyone with half a brain can smash a piece of bone.
I don't think I'm following. So you break it, but not just like by breaking it.
Mm.
What do you do with it then?
Let me show you. And he's gonna show you, and I'm not gonna explain how this happens. I'm not that good with magic systems. It's weird because you have to be able to reuse the bone charm, which means maybe there's some sort of magical process that removes the etching of it. You need to, because you know when you sacrifice a bone, maybe it's actually like a recipe. Like some of the recipes that Rainy Rags does in Dishonored 1, where it's just like, yeah, put one whale eye and just a rune just emerges out of the ground. Nice. It might be something like that. A little bit of witchcraft.
I know the black bone charm that we see in Dishonored 2 is definitely, it got some ritual stuff going on with that.
That's true. Yeah,
So
absolutely.
it makes sense.
So, while Ali is describing this process, which, go ahead and mark it as a skill. Bone charm, sacrifice.
Okay.
You now know how to do this.
I'm gonna have to just make a note. I lost my. Well, I didn't lose it. I think I know where it is.
I will say that the
I-
process
Where is
itself.
it?
It's in my Anton bag that I took two things from thinking I wouldn't need anything else. But I
Is
think
it here or is it all the way over there?
it's on campus.
Okay.
Oh,
That's
I
the
will
thing
say
can do now.
that
It's not at your home though.
the execution of this process does seem to draw out your connection to the void. You're not quite sure where or how he is quite able to do this, but it does feel like your connection to the void has provided a benefit to it, or to the process. That's all I can say about that. While working on this, Atlee is just describing whatever process of how the symbol is transferred into your own mind, that you accept it and are able to replicate it when time seems to stop. The color fades from the room, and very rapidly and violently, yet curiously, silently, the side, that's a lot, the side of the ship outside is just stripped from the hull, and this gaping hole reveals the void.
Well, that's another way to. I don't think I did that.
Atlee is conscious in this, and he turns around. You didn't?
I don't think I did. If I did, it wasn't because I meant to, which might be a bigger problem.
This is no. As you look out the side of the hole, in the hole, you see shattered fragments of Voidrite just gradually be attracted to the hole itself, piece by piece, just colliding together and forming looks to be a bridge eventually. And you start to hear footsteps of just, it sounds like regular shoes on these Voidrite stairs that are almost being constructed. You can see they kind of curve upwards up to what would be the top of the ship.
What? Do you have any idea what's going on?
I was not expecting him
Who?
this soon. I will allow him to introduce himself.
Can't you just spoil it for me?
And he is just grinning uncannily. Is that a word?
Yeah. Well, I mean, sure.
Yeah. Nice.
Anything's a word. You say it.
It's just the adverb.
Anything's a word if you say it
form of it, don't
confidently
worry.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right. Amen to that. During this time, I apologize to leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger, no pun intended. This is about when the rest of you on the deck would notice the pirates. I don't remember if we said that you were on the deck during the last
I was
session.
not.
You were not? Okay, good. Perfect. Fits in the
I
story.
ignored it. You're like, hey everyone, come up to the deck. And he was like, no.
All right. So, one of the things I forgot to mention that we also left on was a very large and looming threat. Those of you, after having that radio conversation and eavesdropping on said conversation, I don't remember if it was Heigl or Barrett that spotted a smaller vessel, basically the same kind of the one that was pursuing you all or tailing you all early, or a couple days ago. And you spotted a second one, and they started.
This is the second time this has happened.
I'm sorry. Started shooting. Oh.
It's funny here because this is not the
pirates-
first time this has happened.
All right,
Pirates-
I'm gonna be back and wait until this decompresses.
The pirates like walk on board and they're like, I trusted a fart. Hold on. And they like leave again, and you're like, wait. They come back later wearing different pants. They're like, okay.
The funny part is this is a spoonerism, so we didn't finish it, but it's meant to be sharding student.
I like how
Studing.
Man, you guys.
We're toddlers.
Yes.
No, it's funnier because he did it the other time with the descent of the operator. Remember?
Oh,
You hear
yeah, I
a shard
forgot
from the
that.
ceiling.
That's before what I knew what that word meant.
The same mistake.
Alright.
Anyway.
Oh my gosh. So the ship is turned into the void, and the pirates are boarding. This is a serious matter.
Okay. Man, I felt like my word game was great with all the adverbs and everything, and then I just
Well,
started shooting.
Started is
hard.
not an adverb. That was your problem.
Ah, that's right.
Really just gotta only use
Startling,
adverbs
no.
from now on. Actually, that's a really interesting challenge.
Startly Atlee.
No, not like made up adverbs that just let you say what you want to say. I mean, like, what if you only could communicate in adverbs?
That's a
Adverb
great
line.
character idea. Maybe for like a robot or an alien character, someone that doesn't necessarily have a grasp on human language.
Or someone who just
Cautiously.
doesn't like someone who just doesn't like talking and they don't like making decisions, but they're opinionated. They're like, I don't want to tell you what to do. And then the minute anyone does anything, they tell them how they should be doing it.
Imperatively.
Anyway, the pirates.
I love that one.
Wait, what was the word?
Unfortunately.
I like the thought that that's a unfortunately. It's like I gotta go. The Midwest, I gotta go, and then they shoot someone.
Well.
Very Ohio thing to do.
Yeah, very Ohio. Oh, all right.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Pirates. The two craft flanking the. What's the name of your boat? You guys named it officially.
We-
The Ivory Respite.
Ivory Respite.
That is what it is. Okay. Immediately, they started shooting flares at your boat. I don't remember what you all did with the first one, but I believe you
Threw it
knocked
over the edge, I think.
Okay, all right. Who did that?
It was sad.
Yeah, I think it was.
All right. Roll a.
I think he already rolled for it.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, never mind. Excellent. So the first one is off,
Yeah, and then the second one fell.
The second
I think
one
it was
lands
still
on the
going
deck.
down. It was smoking.
and while that one is burning, I believe I mentioned what appeared to be a very large cloud loomed over your vessel. It was not a cloud, although it was white, believe it or not. But you would see a vessel maybe 15 times as long as the Mabe's shoe. Ivory Respite. A fairly utilitarian looking ship, and definitely not elegantly designed. Lots of rough edges, no curvature on it. And Lee, if you were to look at it through the scope, you would definitely identify armaments, as well as the Crimson Pennant. Literal, like an actual Crimson Pennant, a standard waving from this ship. What are you all doing?
Wait, is it descending on us?
That's a little hard to tell. Make a study. I'll quickly, not carefully. Well, yeah, quickly, or
Shoot.
okay. What styles we got?
And-
2.
Yep.
Slowly, yes.
Sab's gonna try and run and grab the flare and throw the other one, that one off.
Okay. Excellent.
all health restored, if I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good.
He's gonna turn. Is Ellison there?
Extra void point.
Yeah.
How far away are we from the nearest settlement?
Oh boy, I haven't been taking a look at the maps too much. We're about, oh boy, like 3 hours from Sunline. That's where you all were heading, right? No, you're into Bryampton, right? Yeah.
We were heading to Sunline, I think.
Oh yes,
Yes.
you had a
You're
stop
taking a
first.
quick
That was
stop,
like,
yeah.
I have a quick stop.
Yeah.
An hour or less, Sam.
I think 2 successes with Sab throwing it over.
Okay. All right. You only take 1 point of burning stress damage.
Is
And
that from
Flare.
fire? Do I have a bone charm for this?
This is not blast damage.
Okay.
This is fire.
Okay, so
Yeah.
take fire.
So this is not like a road flare that they've shot at this. It's a literal burning
Okay, got it.
flare.
Got it.
If it was
Ellison,
fired in the sky, it would eventually dissipate. But
Ellison, they're here for our prisoner. They're not gonna shoot us down because that'll kill the prisoner. They want him alive.
That being said, get in there, keep your head down, and try and get us out of this. Barrett,
You
come
got
with
it.
me.
Evade them. Ellison, evade them for as long as possible. Get us to Sunline.
I'll try my best.
Barrett's gonna follow Heisel.
And I'm gonna head down to where Atlee's at.
All right. So, you would see Grey Candler at his post. Oh, hello.
Gray, we're
Is
being
everything
attacked.
Oh boy.
Get on your alert.
I'm on alert.
They're coming
Where do you
for
want
Atlee.
me?
Both of you up on the main deck.
Heisel, we do not let them get Atlee.
No,
If we can't keep him out of their hands,
we won't let them get Atlee. Go.
it's he
Leave.
dies. If we aren't gonna get away, promise me that you'll do what you need to make sure that no one gets Atlee.
I'll do what we need to do.
And so Lee's going to gesture to Gray, and they're gonna run up the deck.
And I'm gonna
Alright.
get inside.
All right. You open the door, and here's the same scene that I described to Levi earlier.
Just immediately cuts off the plan I had before this.
Void Fiend?
No. It's like, Anton, quick, take him to the void. But now the void is already here.
Yep.
That's gonna be easy, actually.
All right. It is quite odd because you do know this hasn't.
Anton,
I didn't.
can you draw the ship well back in place?
Can I what?
Draw the ship well back in place. That's a doorway now. I don't want whatever's on the other side to come through.
The door behind you, as you entered in the room, slams shut.
I'm gonna try it.
It is not opening.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? It does open. And you just see the void behind it
Right.
endlessly.
Well,
You hear continuous steps.
I didn't do
Well,
that one either.
and I'm gonna walk onto the ramp and start up. Anton, get him out of here. Figure it out. And I'm gonna start walking up the void
There's no
staircase.
stopping this. You start doing this, and pretty much as soon as you get basically you cross the threshold of the hole in the hole and on the void right, and you see a man heading down these steps. It's the footsteps you heard were not immense or loud. It was just shoes.
I am
on
walking to
void
meet
right.
him.
The man you see before you
I'm gonna shoot
is
Anton one more, like, look over my shoulder.
strangely normal looking. He looks like, I hate this description. I wish I was a bit better with describing clothing, but a professor after hours. He's just wearing what looks to be a comfortable vest, long gray hair, very smooth features on his face. Doesn't look like he's worked a hard day in his life.
Bourgeoisie.
Could be me.
If it isn't the Lady Aga Heisel Cohen.
Not the company we're expecting.
It was. although I was not prepared for you yet.
Sorry to disappoint. You got me at a disadvantage, though.
Really? Roll a void lore check.
No, I know who this is. I'm very aware.
Roll a void lore check.
2 successes.
Yeah, okay. Get a momentum.
Nice.
See, this is why you do checks.
Okay. I understand. I've learned my lesson.
This is Lord Aramini Talvin.
Is he visible from where we are?
Not quite, but you can hear his voice.
I'm gonna look.
I will say, everything is pretty normal looking about him, except just the pupils inward. Hold on. What are
Irises?
Irises?
irises? Is pupil
Outside
Okay.
is the sclera.
White.
Inside is the pupil.
Okay, so
The
what's the
iris
white
is the
stuff?
color. Sclera.
Clara. Okay, and then next,
Sclera.
next
Sclera, iris, pupil.
iris. So iris and the pupil are both completely black. Black is the void.
Fair enough.
I've actually seen people like that. It looks really cool.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Yeah, got me at a disadvantage, though.
And what disadvantage is that?
You seem to know my name.
And I'm sure you know mine.
I want to hear you say it.
I don't really see the purpose here, but I am Lord Talvin.
There you go. There's a civil introduction.
Can I,
Very
s- can I move to where I can see his face?
Yeah, so you can peek out. You lean outside of the hole, and it is a staircase. So he is standing above Heisel right now, and you can see the man I just described earlier.
Now, I think I know exactly what you're here for.
Mm.
Judging on where you've broken into our ship. By the way, you better be able to repair that. But we're not going to let you have him.
And why not?
We're using him.
For what purpose?
Well, you'd have to ask my friend Dan. He's a little bit more involved in that kind of a thing, but pursuing further knowledge of the void, really.
Back up.
I didn't think I'd see you again. Adley, what brought him back? He came himself.
I'm currently. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm drawing Talvin.
Okay.
That's all I got for right now.
Okay, so you're just taking out a notebook and drawing?
Yes.
Trying to stall for you, man.
I know. I don't know what to do.
Alright. Make a tinker quickly check, painting focus.
Okay, yeah. 3 successes.
Alright. Good to know. I'll keep that in mind. Well, what is the purpose that you need for Dr. Adler here?
He's got a lot of information that I don't have. He's got a lot to teach me. I bet you don't need as much information from him as I do.
That is true. I am beyond what I need in regards to the quest for knowledge, which is certainly a good one and a worthwhile pursuit. And I respect that. What is your name?
Josh, Anton, Blackburn, you can... whatever you want. It's kind of... apparently I'm multiple people anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
An interesting side effect, Doctor. A potent synthesis.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means that you are better because you are two made one.
Is he?
Hmm?
Is he just one person?
Who? Alright, are you pointing to...
Yes, I'm pointing to Del.
I am afraid that is an answer in your quest for knowledge that I will not answer for now.
What if you did?
Hmm.
In other words, just tell me. I can figure it out anyway.
Make a talk, persuade check.
I wish I had persuade at all.
Oh.
Talk what? Can I argue with?
Boldly. You literally said, just tell me.
That's true. It's true. One success.
Just tell me.
One success.
Yeah.
Well, I do have a proposition for you both. Lady Arga Cohen, you are certainly correct. I am here for the doctor. I have need for his services. But it is no coincidence that you two are here as well.
I walked in here on my own accord, and she walked in here and I wasn't even expecting her to. So, if you're trying to say that you organized the whole thing, I don't think you did. You're going to have to prove that.
I didn't organize the whole thing. I'm not some schemer. I just find it quite fortuitous. I have heard of what you're looking for.
McCrew wouldn't tell you.
I have more sources than just the pianist. Would you like to go to Morley presently?
That's a big offer.
It is.
What do you want?
Nothing.
You doing it for just for fun? You doing it for goodwill?
Well, I'm sure you all are aware of my aims to remove the Pantheon,
I
to
wasn't
supersede it.
super aware of
And
that.
because you're interested in that, you'd be willing to just bring us right over there right now.
If it brings you there, yes. I believe it is a noble experiment that you wish to perform.
And the rest of our friends.
This is an offer I am extending to you only.
But I'm saying, are they going to be harmed?
Anton. Or Mr. Blackburn. You're looking for Nikolai Graves, are you not?
I am.
I don't have an exact location on him, but I do have a general vicinity. Would you like to go there? Unfortunately, this would of course require you both to part ways.
I'm going to need him.
Couldn't go one place then the other?
Why do you need him?
Well, he was my ticket into the void. He's a more reliable one out. Don't like to be put in a position where I can't trust the person who's my exit.
That is understandable. Is there any guarantee I could give you that I would take you immediately to the void? I think I've stalled too long on this, and it's time to see what will happen.
I take your word.
Then I give it. Although first I must decide the order of things. Unfortunately, I would have to take you all three to a location, drop off Atlee, and then take... I would probably drop off Anton first. You would be final.
Why do you need Atlee so badly?
I don't believe that is pertinent to your current objective. I'm not going to ask you why you need Leonard Glynn so badly. That is your business. I have mine.
Why are you willing to send me somewhere?
Hmm.
Her interests align with yours, apparently. I don't see how mine do.
Hmm. I think you would be a very effective means of finding Nikolai Graves, and I have some questions of my own to ask him.
Why? What's he know that you don't? You said you didn't even need knowledge.
Hmm.
Yet you've admitted to not knowing where he is, and that you need to ask him something.
I don't have omniscience. That wasn't what I claimed.
Well, it sounds like your quest includes knowledge, the pursuit of it.
I suppose so. Or it includes gauging threats, which
Who?
is not necessarily Graves.
You think Graves is a threat?
He could be,
Why?
because of how much you might know.
About what?
That man has ventured into the heart of Pandysia. An artist. And he has returned unscathed after numerous ventures. I don't know what exactly he found, but it is likely something dangerous and potent.
So it's a curiosity thing?
You could say that. It could also be a bit of a recruitment opportunity.
You think he'd work for you?
I don't know the man well enough to say that. And the same offer does go to you both. If you want things done, not just prattled on for an eternity, I can provide for that and be a bolt of lightning into your own goals. That is what the probation seeks to be. Change immediately.
Done.
Wonderful. Anton?
I don't know if I have a reason to refuse.
I will not oversell my offer to you. I can only take you to a place close to the wilderness where he is likely to return. His expedition should be over, judging by his past expeditions that he's undertaken. And he, every time, has appeared in Fort Vita. So he should be there in
Talvin,
a couple of days, give or take. What's that?
if we're going to take you up on this, I want to guarantee that once Atlas off of here, none of ours are getting hurt. If you've got what you want, there's no reason for it anyway.
I can't guarantee that
Why not?
because of a personal favor that I owe
To who?
the Commodore.
Who's that?
Did you wipe this one's memory, or is this
Well,
just...
he tried. Some of it's still... Some of it's fuzzy. Some of it is still there. Some of it's not. Did you know me before?
Not personally. I did witness the corpse that now makes you, yes.
You're not the only one who said that.
Snatch wants Barrett dead, is that it?
No. Snatcher's not involved in any of this.
Then who's the Commodore? Is it someone we know?
Perhaps. Yes. You can see him toss around whether he should say this or not. I see this of no consequence to share. He has gone to great lengths to obscure his own name, and he has failed. His name is Argon Marchenko.
Oh,
He is
you know him?
Indeed. He and I have a working arrangement. He
What
controls
kind?
the skies of Pandacia.
This guy?
That is him, yes.
What's he doing? He has some plan.
He is on a quest for vengeance.
Actually, it's a little bit
presently.
funny. It's the one person you can't target on the ship.
Mm.
If you were trying to get Barrett, that would be just fine. He's here still.
But the target of his vengeance is not. I don't know who it is.
Hate to say it, but he's not gonna
Who is
blessed up.
he?
Kid named Sebastian Greylos.
And it's not exactly like it's not kind of mutual. I wouldn't necessarily say that Argon's gonna win a one-on-one.
Hmm.
I don't know him personally, but
Doesn't sound like you do. You don't know the way that he operates.
do you know Sad?
No.
We do. Tried to kill me, you know.
Hmm.
It's before he ran off.
Well, then it sounds like he should be dead.
Not dead.
Go ahead and
Literally.
roll a deception check.
Yes.
Oh.
4 successes.
4?
Oh, boy.
Well, that matters little to me. It's him who should know
It
this
doesn't, but if
information.
there's not anything worthwhile here, Commodore on board the ship.
It's the ship itself as well.
You want to steal this airship?
I never said steal.
Do what to it then?
Whoever is on board this ship that does not come with me is an associate of this Sebastian.
What about like the pilot? The guard we had out there for Allie?
Inconsequential to the Commodore.
So you're saying you're going to blow up the ship and let all them die?
He will.
Then you'd better tell him not to. Sebastian's not here, and none of us are his associates.
This is his field of operation. I cannot tell the Commodore to stop, but I can extend an offer to the important members of the crew.
Then why don't you take me to talk to the Commodore instead? If you feel as though you can't convince him, maybe you could give me a whack at it.
Hmm.
If I placate him for you, or are you alright with sparing the rest of the ship?
Hmm.
It's not like it'd be that hard for you, would it?
Hmm. Not especially, but hmm. Hmm. I have pledged to stay out of his way.
You're not getting in his way.
Oh yeah, if anyone.
And it's not like you're bringing someone who's going to kill him. Someone who's going to talk to him. That's not really getting in his way. In fact, it might be getting him in the right way.
I can tell him where Sebastian ran to. If anything, he'd be helping him along.
This is just a distraction for him at this point.
A distraction.
Yeah, blowing up the ship isn't going to help him.
Make a deception check.
Uh-oh.
Since I convinced him of that lie, can I help him at all? Wait.
3 successes.
Dude!
Is that a nat 1 and a...
And a 5.
Nice. Alright.
Very good.
Our lives are like on the
Lying for
Oh,
you.
interesting.
No,
No, what?
I won't stop the Commodore.
Again, you're not stopping him. You're not doing anything but moving someone.
He wants this ship destroyed.
Why?
Delvin,
Mm-hmm.
you've got us both willing to do what you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one thing that's going to mess that up.
And this is hardly a consequential point.
This attachment you have is an obstacle to your own goals. Lady Augur, you would have had Leonard Glynn out of the void months ago if it wasn't for being dragged into the business of others less.
I get dragged into the business of others in order to figure out what was going on in the first place. Your business, the protectors. That's how I found this in the first place, and she's going to take out the spike.
And where did you get that trinket?
Some friends.
Hmm.
Actually, him. And I look back at Ali.
I thought you put that in Sable Aster. They took it out.
I just,
I'm gonna talk
I just
about
want the quote, they took it out of Safe Master. Ah!
Getting him involved hasn't been successful for me.
Hmm.
And bit of a hypocrite when you're putting so much of your plan in risk because of the Commodore.
Not so much of my plan. His aims and my own do certainly align.
As do ours.
What's that?
As do ours.
I'm not so certain about that anymore. But I wanted to give an offer, regardless. Truth be told, he wants this ship dead for other reasons. He wants you dead, and you dead as well.
So you're willing to get in his way for that, at least.
Right, because I recognize that there are figures of value higher than his own. But that does not eliminate the rest of his goal. If I take the important members, he can still achieve his goal of wiping, I don't know what you call that ship.
You've told me he wants Sebastian Greylouse. You've told me he wants us.
Yes.
But Sab isn't here and you're taking us away. So where does that leave him?
The other members of the ship.
And
Like
they're
the
important to him,
pilot?
why?
Yes, the pilot.
Why does he want the pilot dead? She's paid to be here.
A personal grievance and
With
a
our
need
pilot?
for no witnesses.
No one's going to witness nothing.
Who says they didn't already?
Well, if he just left,
This
what
is
would
your
there
last
be a witness?
chance to go.
We're worth more to you than snatches, and I'm going to try to use the cane on him.
Okay.
I'm sorry, then, argument.
Argan.
Yeah.
Alright. Roll a yeah, whatever check this is.
Yeah, let me get the stat block up again. I had it just a minute ago.
I assume there's no
Out
way
of
to help with
curiosity,
this.
how high off the ground are we?
Yeah.
Ellison is descending presently, but you all are probably at 8,000 feet.
Okay.
300 is like too much to survive.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're at cruising distance, or cruising altitude right now.
Okay, so that is a talk, cleverly,
Just thinking, as long
persuasion,
as we don't like go,
contested by
if it's like a
his
slow
talk or
crash,
survive,
They're
forcefully
gonna
or
blow it
cleverly.
up.
they're gonna blow it up. I know. We have to.
That's not a slow crash.
I know.
I'm not sure we can
We could've-
change the outcome of this anyway, you and I.
That's another question.
So it might just be worth taking him up on it anyway.
Yeet.
Go ahead and roll your
Which
check.
I hate to say, but that's the pragmatist here.
I can't blow up a ship. I can't stop a ship from getting blown up. unless I'm
Exactly,
really
that's
lucky.
the thing. We're not going to be helpful anyway.
My finesse, no.
Wow.
Tell me you
Alright.
rolled good.
I know. Here's the thing. Maybe
Ow.
it won't be like an explosion. Maybe it'll be like a smoking like.
I'm gonna use
just-
a void point
We'll make
and
some plans.
change one of those into a critical.
Okay, what's your number?
Do they have
It
parachutes.
is a 1 and a 12.
They need
Okay,
They need
so
them.
4.
Make them.
3.
That's what we're
bed
going
sheets.
Okay,
12
wait.
isn't a critical.
Yeah.
Possibly.
Right, but you turned it
Bed
into a
sheets.
critical, didn't you?
No, I had a 16 and a 12 and I turned the 16 into 1.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
If we're
Alright,
over the force,
that's
that
fair.
would be our best option. Because
You
people
rolled
have
a
survived.
3 and a 11.
Oh.
Why does that fail?
Because he used a void point too.
Oh, so he changed one of those.
Into a critical. 2
I
criticals.
can't use another void point, unfortunately.
You're right. I know. I'm trying to think. All right. Well,
Did he give that to you?
didn't work, eh? Can't fault me for trying.
No, certainly can't.
Well-
And this has been a very beneficial meeting. For more reasons than
I'm
one.
not saying I won't come with you. I will. But if I'd been able to get both of the things I wanted to do, it would have been better.
Understandable. So you are still interested in traveling.
Yes.
Alright. Anton?
And done.
Better than getting blown up.
Good. And it's settled then. Follow me. And he would start to turn around and head back up the stairs. It's a bit of an optical illusion. That essentially, once you turn around on the stairs, you wouldn't see the hole in the ship anymore. Are you all are following?
Yep.
Okay. Atlee picks up as well. We will take a short break and be back in just a moment.
Which means he
And we're back, folks. So, we will resume with the crew of the Ivory Respite.
All right.
So I think when Barrett gets up on there and sees Sab playing with the flares,
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna yell, "Hey, get below deck!"
1 second. He takes off towards the pilot house. He's like, I have to call someone.
Barrett's gonna run to the pilot house too, and he's gonna yell at Ellison.
First off, roll a dex check for, sorry, DB. I'll allow throwing something. Weird. I'll allow fight and brawling for this.
Okay. Oh, very nice. All right. I'm just gonna try and do it quickly, as you do.
Very quickly, yeah.
1 complication and 1 success.
All right. Roll a d20 for me, please.
All right. 13.
All right, your right hand is severely burned. You cannot use a weapon in it for a time period until you get this thing just taken care of. It'll probably be a full day, depending on the level of care that you receive. But you can still use your left. What's your dominant hand?
I don't know if I rolled this.
Hmm?
I don't know if I rolled this.
Well, you can. Roll another d20.
All right, here we go.
Well, 5 and under is
Okay.
left.
5 on the left.
Everything above is right. Because
Okay.
right-handers are more common.
Okay. 14.
All right, you are right-handed. So essentially, -2. +2 to anything that you roll with in regards to the right hand. Try to argue your way into,
Try to.
her left hand.
Find other
right?
ways
Yeah,
for the
yeah,
left
yeah.
hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Bingo.
Mhm.
All right.
All right. He makes it to the pilot house, though.
What'd you roll in the check? It was just 1 complication.
1 complication, 1 success.
Okay. You do, as you pick it up and just the burning. Do you know what flares are made of? I know it's like kind of similar as fireworks, like phosphates.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I recently looked this up, and I think that word was used.
Yeah. Yeah. Great. As it burns, you just toss it immediately, and it does go to the edge of the ship, but it is still on the ship. So it's not dead center. All right. Pilot house. You all both go in. You're clutching your burned hand and just trying to shake it off a little bit.
All right.
Who are you calling?
I'm going to call the Morlean military again
Okay.
and say, I need the location. I'll tell Ellison I need the location of where we are now. I'm going to call them.
Okay.
So I'm going to contact them.
Leah's going to tell Ellison, how far are we away from Sunline?
Still like 3 hours.
Okay.
10 seconds since the last time you asked me.
Okay.
So is
I
it
need
better
you
if we go low? Do you
Take
think?
us close to the ground
That's where we're going.
as quickly as you can.
Yep, that's where we're going.
And if we need to throw them off anyway, so if it needs to be dangerous, then that might be what we need to do. But I leave that in your hands. All right. So I was tuning into the frequency to contact them. Yeah.
Stand by. Ellison's gonna roll a check. Okay, 1 success. More successes. Okay. Alright. 2. Alright. You all hear something slap against the deck on the actually right next to the pilot house. You see just a quick flash of shrapnel, just straight up hitting the deck. I'm gonna need. I apologize. I had to write rules for airship combat, so I'm going through this. Go ahead and roll a 2d20 check with nothing applied.
18 and 8.
16 and 17.
You can apply survive.
Oh, is this a survive check? What kind of check is this?
That's a good question.
What are we rolling for?
Luck, technically.
Okay,
Which is why
I'm gonna use a void point, and I'm just
Okay.
gonna re-roll everything I just rolled.
okay.
Can we use
What
momentum with
powers do you
this?
have right now, Anton?
Can we use momentum with this? Can I
Oh,
have that
wow.
momentum you got earlier?
I used
Quick
it.
hands.
Used
Oh,
it?
yeah, she's-
Oh,
Quick hands.
Trying to convince him that you guys are worth saving.
Quick hands,
Yeah.
which I'm using right now.
Anything
Blink.
we use to try and like
Reflex,
threaten
great
Atlee with
reflexes.
throwing him over the side of the void stairs or something? Because I was like,
No.
I was thinking I had something for that, and then I realized I didn't because we don't have the music box.
All
I
right,
don't.
one
I was
success.
thinking we'd use the music
One
box. We could
success.
say the word that like paralyzed him, and then we could like hold him over the edge. But like,
I don't have any of that.
yeah, no, I know. We
What'd
don't have
you
the
get,
music box
Sab?
anymore.
8 and 18. I'm wondering if I should use a void point for
I'm
Kate.
stuck.
I know, me too.
So this is a straight luck check. So essentially, a 10 or below is a success.
Okay.
All right. So one success on both of you.
Yes.
Ellison needs to do one of these two. She's on the deck as well. I think complications don't do anything here. It seems that this shot, very, very lucky. I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. They're not necessarily aiming for the pilot house, but that is where this. Oh boy, this is a. It's a 70 millimeter shell lands just outside the pilot house, and knocks you all essentially just against the wall. It doesn't seem to have done damage to the pilot house, but each of you take 2 points of stress damage.
Okay.
What are you at now, Sab?
He still has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You still have 8?
Because he has, if I'm right, he has 6 for survive. He has the 4 from the armor, and he has his mask. So he's pretty beefy. Oddly.
Yep.
But also, like, it can go fast.
Right.
So,
I have 4 left.
Okay. This will not, pierce your armor or anything
My
like that.
armor
or your
is
plate.
my armor. I didn't have time to repair it from last session.
Oh, okay. I appreciate the honesty. All right. You all see another just rapid ball of light just go straight past the ship as well. Actually, 2 more. And then one final one will hit. And crash into the... I really wish I could just memorize ship directions. Essentially, behind the pilot house. Or towards the back of the ship. Just behind you guys. But you see this shell just hit the deck, pierce it, and explode, creating a pretty large hole in the hole again. Well, excuse me, deck. But the ship is still up.
All right. Lee's going to yell at Ellison.
There is one more attack. This is a dreadnought, pretty much. All right. You all practically hear a shot screaming by the side of the ship. Whatever it was, didn't hit you guys, but it was huge. All right. It is now your turn.
Okay.
Ellison, get us to the ground
I'm
now.
going
Turn
as
it-
fast as we can.
Can you cut the engine off? And
That's a bad. Listen, I'm doing.
Trust
we're
you.
anything
Tell us.
back.
Tell him what you need help with, and he'll help you.
Uh,
Do I get the military yet?
you have the frequency down, right?
Yes.
Make a tinker quickly check to see if you can do this in one turn or two.
Okay.
What do we got? He has 1 success, and that's it.
One success.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is going to take two turns then,
Okay.
because it's a radio. It's a little bit to narrow down that actual frequency that you're trying to call to.
Okay.
Ellison, can you turn around?
Can Sad Boys doing that?
Sure. All right.
Turn around and go in a spiral towards the ground. We want to throw them off. Just evade them as much as possible.
All right, hold on, everyone. All right, and she is actually going to essentially roll the entire airship and bank.
Okay.
Is
There's a thing to like call under the deck, correct? Like a little like PA system.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, there is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I use that to like call down to the people under deck and like let them know we're gonna do this?
Sure thing. No.
And I'll also say, it's like try and get sheets or anything that we could use for parachutes or anything like that. Also,
Parachutes are not invented.
has anyone ever heard of a glider before? Anyway, but you also say
Wingsuits are here though.
just like try to make anything to make a wingsuit, and get the Raven of Argonica and everyone else out of there. Or we gotta get out of here as fast as possible. And grab Hydral and just get everyone. Don't worry about the old man.
Meanwhile, below deck, what the void is a wingsuit? Great camera.
Mikhail!
Mikhail is below deck as well. That's true.
We
Not
made the
gonna
wrong
let,
decision.
No, we are not going to let this happen.
No. What I'm saying is we should have bargained for and Mikhail.
And then everyone else. Well,
Oh, where's Bill?
On the ship.
Oh no.
You left.
it's okay. It's okay. We're going to keep working on this problem. We're going to keep working on this from our end. We just need to do this slowly and carefully.
I am, me personally, panic drawing.
I know, I'm panicking too, and I
slowly
can't even
careful.
draw because of it.
Good
All
luck.
right, you do alert the rest of the people below deck that evasive maneuvers are about to be undertaken.
Mm-hmm. And we prepare for evasive maneuvers.
It's cocked.
I haven't been this stressed since the ball.
I know, right?
Yeah.
This is really bad.
Mm-hmm.
3 70mm shots miss the ship again, some of them much farther than others. One does hit the absolute aft of the ship, the absolute back of it, crashes through the hull a little bit. As the ship is banking, pretty much, you see another one of those just absolutely massive shots miss the ship once again, just by a hair. It was very close to hitting, but thanks to the evasive maneuvers, it did not. All right, it is your turn again. Ellison is literally descending as fast as possible.
Alright. Once you see the ship start turning, I want you to turn the opposite direction. Bank as hard as you can the opposite direction.
Can you keep an eye out for that? I can't really see that much
Where
from
it's-
here since we're running from him.
I will. He's gonna watch the other ship and see what he does.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a perception. Cleverly, quickly.
2.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. All right, you communicate to Ellison the directions that the ship is taking, which it's not turning any direction. It's just descending more and more, and just not quite catching up to you. But
The idea is
There's
if
plenty of
they're
distance.
moving in this direction, we're turning around
Oh,
and
yeah.
heading in this direction
Yeah.
to force them to have to turn.
yep,
So we're kind of trying to
Right.
move out of their line of fire as much
Gotcha.
as we can.
yep. All right.
What's our altitude right now?
By now, it's probably like 5,000 feet.
5,000. Okay.
Sad.
Yes.
You hear the radio crackle. I apologize, I need to look up something quick for reference.
Does anyone have the name of that one officer who gave us the thing?
Do not believe so.
So remember I got it.
What are you identifying yourself as? Since you are initiating the call, it's not like a phone where it rings.
Yeah.
You are just basically broadcasting to a frequency. So what are you broadcasting? Just to get someone to pick up first.
Yeah.
So radio etiquette is you state your call sign, ship name, something like that.
Yeah. This is. Yeah.
Might be an SOS. This is an SOS.
Probably you do SOS. This is the Ivory Respite. Kind of same name we used last time. It's like we are under attack.
You know how to get their attention? You should use the name of that big secret flagship of theirs instead.
I'm not gonna do that. It's the Crimson Pennant. And then that's basically it.
Extra right. 1-7. How did you get this line?
Do I have to go and find the guy's name again?
Roll a memory check. Study carefully.
Can I check my notes?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Josh, you might want to do something or not do something. I think you're already doing
I
something.
don't remember.
You're already guiding Alice. This is
Yeah.
still the single turn.
She wrote it next to it. Let's-
Actually, you know what?
It's Major Hockren, I think.
Oh, Hokren?
Hockren.
Oh, okay.
How long does it take to
Correct.
reload the giant gun compared to the smaller guns?
And
Yeah.
in association
To go
with-
ahead and roll a.
Because he was in the army, he was probably familiar with at least artillery.
Well,
Artillery.
yeah,
The,
it's
reporter's
hard though
name?
because you don't know.
Jennifer Casey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naval guns are not field
Mhm.
artillery or
Yeah.
regular artillery for that matter.
Yeah.
So go ahead and roll a.
Enforcers have a gunship, so.
They have
He's
a
really-
gunship. They don't have a warship. This is
Okay.
a warship.
Okay.
Theirs is like.
I'm just
literally,
gonna roll my knowledge nerdiness
Yeah,
check.
study. I'll give you a general experience focus of 2, just because you do know guns at least a little bit.
Well, I got a critical success then and a complication.
Okay. No complications for just general knowledge checks. General knowledge. Critical success though. You don't know what the big thing is really firing, but it seems to be doing it every turn, which is. I'd say like turns in Dishonored are about 10 seconds, I think.
Okay.
Alright.
So I say Major Hockren, I think it was, and in connection.
International major.
Major Hockren, in connection with Jennifer Casey. We know her also. It's like we are currently under attack by the Crimson Pennant.
Yeah.
He, Depends how the conversation goes further.
Spending too much time figuring out how to artistically render, like, ruined eyes.
I'm
and,
just
like,
trying to figure
the
out
specific injuries.
how we spin this.
Sab, you hear an audible sigh. Not an annoyed sigh, but almost a disappointed one. Please relay any information about the Crimson Pennant to your local charter marshal.
He says
Marshal.
they are
Thank you.
attacking right now. They have a large war vessel. This is an emergency.
I understand we're at war.
We need you to send someone here to send them away. This is important.
More important than Alba being bombarded. I'm sorry. Contact a charter marshal. Good day.
So quick, you guys
Call
quick-
Maxon.
Got it. It goes to call Max and Kenrick.
Lee's just gonna
This is
yell out the
probably
number if
best
he
to do.
doesn't know it.
Yeah.
That is the end of your turn. That has definitely been at least 10 seconds.
I do have a quick hands up for the drawing. How long would it take me?
In 2 minutes.
Okay.
Were you doing it in the middle of conversation?
Yeah.
Could I see it?
As soon as we decided to go.
Okay. He has eyes.
Yeah. Drew scratches. Like they've been scratched right in front of the pupils, but in different ways. Because I don't know.
Why do you want to do this?
I don't know.
Make
Okay.
him blind.
Because
Stop
if
it, I
Argan
don't
is
know.
blind, then if he tries to kill Sab personally.
But the
It
problem is the
will
ship,
be
not just Sab
difficult.
personally.
Well, but if Argan's blind all of a sudden,
Could you,
maybe he'll
like-
be like, I have bigger problems right
How
now.
powerful are you? Could you like draw the ship somewhere else?
No. I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say that would be like a check of like 8.
Could you draw Argan
Could
somewhere
you
else?
like
Check for
use?
this.
Could you
You
like use
can't
the
do
void
this.
to
Could you draw Argus
transport
somewhere else?
everybody to the void?
No. That's still a check of like 4 or 5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. one
And
thing.
I can't control where I end up.
Yep.
That's the biggest problem, actually.
Yep.
I would yank everyone into the void if I
Alright.
could.
Are we getting shot at again?
You're
Does
anticipating
anyone
the
have any
next-
good ideas?
Next bombardment. And it seems that the gunnery team has changed things up a little
I have
bit.
one more idea.
You
Bad
see
one.
it coming for you all.
How bad?
It might
What
ruin
is it?
Well,
It's
Okay.
pretty bad.
it burns some bridges.
The one we're on.
Sab,
Maybe.
No.
Well, well, that's
Barrett.
why I'm gonna wait. Implement the
And
idea.
I'll
I had
listen.
a plan that could have done, but I
And-
don't think it would have helped. I was gonna basically try to do the thing that I ended up doing
Great.
to Talbot, but that wouldn't help.
What are
We
we
can't
doing?
turn him into the
Survive?
void again because he controls the void right now.
Move
Okay.
quickly.
At least we don't have to drop the bridge out from under us.
Let's-
So we gotta wait until we get to our
Um,
first destination.
What focus?
Focus of 3. Everybody.
Okay. I'm using a void point for that. So
I'm
let's
mildly hopeful that Argan's like, ah,
or
I've become blind.
Of 3.
And he'll just call it off.
2.
2.
2.
Successes?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna use a void point to make that 2 also.
Actually, I have 2 very bad ideas.
What's the second one? Does it burn the bridge rod? Again?
Different target.
You're keeping an eye on the
To pick my
giant
line
warship above you.
To what?
I have to pick my line
And-
maybe
But what would it do?
You can see
get at the
The
other
big shell.
side.
which
Might help.
not of any purpose right now. 12-inch guns. You see the shell heading straight forward towards you, and you do try to warn Alice, and you say, "Turn, turn, 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 turn!" But airships are only so fast.
Was he
The
able
shell-
to like help her with a roll because he was doing?
Hmm?
Was he able
Oh,
to
he
help
already
her?
did.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And the shell hits dead center of the ivory respite. There is broken splintered wood and shrapnel and flame that you're luckily enough to both avoid.
Are we going down?
Believe it or not, no. But looking at the ship itself, it is practically another hit, even from some of the smaller guns, would probably just cause the ship to literally break apart.
How
in
high
half.
are we?
About 4,000 feet right now. Ellison, with a piece of metal in her shoulder. Alright, I'm gonna do something called a controlled descent. Everybody hold on.
She's like,
That grabs on
It is literally that. It is.
Yeah.
She turns the
the
She turns
void
the
right
engine
off.
you see a throttle
She's
of
like,
the void right
we're
engine
about to free fall.
into a section that is definitely red. It's she doesn't turn it off, but she moves it down and is just gripping the yoke with a death grip. And you all start to feel like you're dropping.
Where's Gray?
Gray is
Sam
below
grabs
deck.
the thing and goes, "We're dropping," and grabs on. Just
How bad is Ellison hurt?
Um,
I'm going to assist with everything she's doing, but how bad does she? Is she gonna be conscious for this, or?
she'll be conscious. We'll see how the landing goes.
All right, I'm
All
gonna
right.
save it then.
yeah. Can Sab help at all with her landing? He
Do you
has
have any
the.
elixirs left?
Here's the.
I have half of one left.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Too bad I
think
did.
so.
what?
Yes, you
Too
can
bad I did.
assist,
Flush
Sab.
it
I
out.
have a half elixir.
All right. What are my
Alright.
best
I think
dice?
a bad idea is ready to go.
Miracle elixir.
It's not going to help
I think
it.
you might have 1 1/2 of one. So that might be good.
All right, so I'm gonna save mine if Ellison is gonna be fine, and wait until we're on the ground.
Hold on. Stand by, everybody. Okay. Piloting check.
Yeah, I
Our
know.
airship that we've had for over a year.
We just barely renamed it.
Assist. Are you assisting Ellison?
Yes.
Go ahead and roll
Could've
a
just kept it as a
tinker
shoe.
quickly check.
It was bound to survive as long.
As it was named in its shoe.
Oh, I'm
Rename
helping.
pending.
I got one.
No.
I thought you were checking her wounds.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'll check those.
One success.
One success.
Does she need a void point?
I mean, I
don't
was-
know if it works like that, but
I wasn't really checking the wounds. I was just looking to see, like, is she barely conscious, or is she, like, just back up and, like, doing it?
She's back up. She has 3 stress points remaining.
Because if she was, like almost about to pass out, that's basically all I was checking for. I wasn't checking to see specifically what was
Right.
wrong.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
can I still assist with this? Because I rolled an 11 for the assist.
Sure, I'll allow that.
So-
Was that a success?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. The ship, again, rapidly starts descending. It's a little hard to hold on. You're not free falling, but you can definitely feel a sense of weightlessness, almost like, I don't know, a roller coaster going down on a slope. Not straight down, but this. Same sense of gravity. You see 3 more shots. Miss the ship as this descent is just too rapid to be safe. That's the craft starts going down. Oh wow, we ate everything. Nice.
I'll probably.
No, it's all good. No.
I shall eat the board.
No.
There was enough to melt stone. Some people just grind their teeth. and
You
eat
hear rapid wind and licking flames at the deck, and you can even hear some of the sounds of twisting metal as this craft descends much faster than it was ever intended to do. The stress on it is immense, but the ivory respite remains in one piece. More continuous shots ring out, but at this point you're too far for it to be anywhere near. Ellison is, again, just gripping the yoke. One hand on the stick, one hand on the throttle. She does fiddling with it a little bit just to help with this controlled descent. And you start to see, what used to be specks of trees get closer and closer.
The trees were good.
Trees are good. That's right.
Yep.
Yeah. It's definitely better than landing in a crevice or rocky crag.
Seb's like, trees are good. If you knew that, I guess.
Yep.
All right. Everybody on the ship, go ahead and roll 2d20.
I used my void point already, so.
Luck check. No skills.
Oh, yes. 2.
I'm going to make this a critical with another void point.
No focuses or anything?
None.
Okay. 2.
2? 2? 2? 2. Who else do we have?
How's Raven doing?
Ellison.
The Raven's unconscious still.
Yeah. I think hopefully tied him down to the bed. Sounds like something we would do. So
All right.
That helps.
Those of you on the deck take 2 points of stress damage.
Okay.
I won't say what happens to those inside the deck.
Wait,
Or
Is
inside
it-
the ship.
is it doubled or plus 1 stress damage to any damage I take?
Hmm?
When I have no armor, my penalty that I have, is it doubled damage or plus 1 damage?
Plus 1.
Okay.
I'm not
hanging on
double
to
damage with no.
Alright, drink your thing, or I'll give you my full one. I think I have a full one. Seems like I do.
Okay. Question.
Yeah.
If I were to pull that out of my chest, could I use it to revive somebody else? If
No, no,
if
no, no.
if somebody else had a massive hole in their chest and were dying,
What I just said? Spencer just says,
this one.
Who knows?
Void lore check of difficulty of 5, man.
Okay, I'm not even gonna try that.
Yeah, that's to perform a procedure like that requires a lot of knowledge, a lot of experience. It's strange and arcane.
Fix everyone. Fix it.
All right,
The
so
creaking
You
metal
get the right allies.
emerges to a volume that just takes up the entirety of your hearing as you all are thrust in multiple different directions. Ellison is tossed against the pilot house. I know you both were in there as well, but there is still... This doesn't really matter at this point because you both received damage. But it's hard to account where exactly you all end up. But essentially, the Ivory Respite... A very positive person would call this a landing. The ship shatters as it hits the ground and essentially snaps in two.
all right, Barrett's gonna get up and check everybody really quick.
Yeah.
same. Sab's gonna just check, and when he's like, okay, I know I'm not dying, he'll be, I'm good, and he starts looking around. Where is he? What's going
What
on?
happened to
Who's
Ellison?
near?
Ellison is currently sitting in the pilot house, just basically up in a corner, just kind of staring up at the sky.
Sap, take care of her. I need to find Heisel and Gray.
Do I get hazard pay for this?
Yes! Sab runs to her. You get all the pay. Your family lives on board. Everything. Just be okay. Sab starts working on her wounds. Just you go find them. While they were falling and the ship snapped, was he able to track where the other piece went? So if they landed, it's that direction or that.
Yeah,
It's pretty close.
It snapped when you landed, so it didn't
Okay.
snap in midair. It's
Okay.
not lost.
Spence.
Nah.
Okay.
Would we get a chance to try and change any of this if we're playing real time alongside of this?
What kind of change do you want to do? Yeah, let's go ahead and go back to you guys.
Well, I've got 2 more bad ideas to try.
And I
All right.
want to blind Argon, which probably won't do anything anyway.
Yeah, I'm sorry, you can't do that. I'm just gonna spoil it. That's not something that is within your power.
I figured.
You're not Delilah yet.
I also figure that repairing a ship,
Just
an entire
stuff on
ship,
the land.
as it crashes,
Good.
is also
Good
not.
spot. And, but
There's also no way of knowing it's crashing.
Yeah, but if I was on it, I don't think I'd be able to help either.
Yeah.
We
I actually
wouldn't
might
be
be
able to.
dead.
We can't do anything in this kind
Alright.
of situation anyway.
I still have 4 stress points total.
Talvin is leading you all up. You no longer see the ivory respite as he leads you essentially on a void right walkway.
I've come up with a much better idea for insurance, by the way, than just your word.
And do tell.
Well, once you've gotten rid of Atlee, there's really nothing for you to keep ferrying us around for. Why don't you just keep him until the end? Drop off Anton, then me, then Atlee.
Wait, I'm confused. Talvin probably isn't. Explain that.
He said he was going to drop off Atlee, then Anton, then Heisel. I'm saying, why don't we move that order, put Atlee at the end? Because if you drop off Atlee, we've got no guarantee you've got any reason to continue on to the rest.
Doctor? My legs aren't what they used to be, but I think I am fine with exploring the world a little bit. Very well. And he just keeps you all walking. The void right platform essentially expands from just a single staircase into just a much larger chunk. And eventually you would just see him essentially make a swift motion with his hand, basically dragging air to the right, and you see the tapestry of reality tear, and what looks to be, wait, hold on, who was going first?
Anton.
Anton. Yeah. You see what looks to be outdoors
I don't.
at night.
I don't suppose you could give me any tips and tricks on that,
What sort of tips?
like how to make it so easy.
What?
What you just did, ripping a hole.
It's a muscle that must be stretched.
I figured.
Come find me when you're done. Radio if you can't.
I don't have a radio, but I can see
can
if I
find one.
find one.
It is currently night here in Fort Vita, which means it's incredibly dangerous. Hazardous wildlife. I can't put you in the city. In fact, I don't want to terrify the marshals there. But it's a short walk through the town walls.
Even shorter run.
While they're talking, and hopefully he's at least a little bit distracted, I'm going to whisper to Atlee. You believe it's vital that we go back to save the rest of the crew? And use this.
Okay, this is going to be pretty hard because Atlee is so selfish at his core. It's basically going against a core truth within him. But try.
Okay. You know how we can take chaos to add to the dice roll?
Yes.
In the same spirit of something bad happens to you, something bad happens to me.
Yeah.
What would I have to bargain for you to let me succeed at this check?
Huh?
I've still got to abide by the rules. This
What's that
isn't some.
Are you saying auto success?
I'm saying, is there a way to ramp up the stakes?
You can always
on that
get
chaos
You
system.
can always buy momentum dice with chaos if you wish. However,
But there's no way to
Well,
jury rig a new rule.
I think there's like a limit of 5 dice that you can roll on anything.
Ah, okay.
Well, I'll jury rig that. It can be however many you want, as long as you take the chaos for it.
Oh my gosh.
And it is 2 chaos per dice you gain.
Don't do like 20.
Don't go crazy.
I won't go crazy, but like, table
Just one moment.
consensus.
Normally it'll stick
How
with 5.
important is it for Atlee to be on our side, getting everyone else back and safe?
I think
know if it'll fix it. I don't think it's worth ruining chances for afterwards.
at this point we
Seems
barely survived, and
This is
4 of
technically
us-
in real time, so she might be trying to change what has already
Yeah.
happened.
But-
I apologize. I wanted to balance the whole.
Yeah.
And it might be even something that's more like it props up what happened, so that maybe it's not as bad as
Yeah.
we might
But
be finding. But
if you fail and we have like 6 or 7 more chaos and we're like stranded out in the middle of the wilderness with all the kinds of crazy Pandician wildlife that we haven't had to deal with yet,
I feel like the wildlife is the least of our worries.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I would say maybe put a little bit forward to do that. I'm interested to see what it would be like to
Be-
have there, but
be
also
very
like,
conservative.
but like don't.
Don't break the bank.
Yeah, we.
Does 2 sound good? 2
That's
dice?
what I was thinking.
I think so. Yeah, that's what I was.
Yeah.
All right, you have
Is that-
2 extra momentum dice.
Do you have a void point?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Let me find the description again.
Difficulty is. It's still a contest, but Ali does get plus 2 successes to anything he rolls
Okay.
because this is a core truth.
Wait. Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
To his benefit. Basically.
So he's going to be rolling a talk or survive, forcefully or cleverly. And I'll be rolling a talk cleverly persuasion, which is, I believe, 19 or under. Oh, sorry. That did help, though. 5 successes.
All right. No momentum for this one, but that is a success.
Cool.
And I'm gonna step a little less conspicuously close to Atlee.
Calvin, we should head back. It is vital that we return to this ship. There are valuable people on it. Dalvin does a double take as he's looking at the portal to Fort Veeder.
I look surprised too.
I am surprised. Like, what just happened?
Why? Who is of value on that ship? Atlee kind of
Oh.
thinks.
Come on, Atlee, do my lying for me.
I don't know. But they're valuable. Doctor, this is unlike you.
Can we help you jog your memory? Who is it you think is valuable?
I don't know. Dalvin looks right at you. Still invested in them, I see.
You're blaming me for his change of heart.
Dr. Oris Atlee is a man who has 5 paragraphs of evidence for every opinion he has. This is not like him.
Yeah, I was hoping you'd do a bit more of the work on that. Anton, go through. Now.
Run.
And I'm gonna put a knife to Atlee's throat.
I'm not gonna look back.
I prefer to do this a subtle way. You said it was a weakness that I care about those people, but if what you want is for me to do what I want, then it's this.
To kill Utley.
No, to use him. He's what you need. And you're not going to get him if you cross me. Go tell Ergen to call off the assault.
Hmm.
And when you do, I'll give you Atlee without a fight.
Unfortunately, this goes against what I want. Go ahead and roll a move quickly check for initiative.
I'm not above slashing Atlee's throat.
Do you still have the wand?
Yes, but I really think that the knife is going to do better at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, you can always knife and then walk.
Yeah. Just keeping your best cards in reserve.
Exactly.
I'm bad at this.
What'd you get?
Nothing.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Oh no!
Did Anton at least get through his portal?
I ran.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it does close after you enter. We'll talk
I
about
saved
you
one
later.
person.
I
I
apologize.
saved one person.
Anton's just gonna be like freaking out over there because he apparently is gonna have like a couple days to wait potentially. He's gonna be like, so everyone might be dead.
And Bill.
We'll address you later.
Dog, you forgot.
You were holding a knife to a man's throat.
Yes.
It's pretty move.
So-
of you.
And
That
I'm not
means you
afraid
are-
to slash it if he makes any kind of a move.
Yeah. So you definitely are not going first in the initiative, but you also were prepared.
It was a surprising thing.
So this is essentially simultaneous. So whatever happens. Sorry, turn-based combat's really weird when you try to think about it.
It really is.
Essentially, you are going to react quicker because you are technically just closer to him. But technically, Talvin is going simultaneously to you. You see him, essentially, what looks like him doing this motion. What are you doing?
I slashed Atlee's throat.
Okay, roll a fight check.
And it's one. She just needs one
Incredible
success
move.
in order to like kill him.
What?
Remember the rule we talked about? Like if you're in a position like a gun to someone's head or a knife to someone's throat,
Oh, right.
like
the difficulty of
it
the check.
instantly kills them.
It is still a contest
Yeah.
because of Atlee, but I'll tell you one thing.
He's
Atlee's
a weak
fight,
old man.
it's not his
He's a weak old man.
skill.
Can I argue for boldly?
That's pretty bold.
Yeah, that's bold.
I can't argue for
I'll
cleverly.
allow it.
but
Oh, and he
boldly's-
rolled two
boldest.
18s. Yeah, he's not doing much.
Yeah, and I rolled 2 successes.
Okay. All right. Get one momentum. You draw the knife across his throat,
Oh.
and he crumples to the ground. You do see he does have the involuntary motion of falling to the ground, and you
And I'm
swear
gonna
you
take
hit
his-
something metal in there.
I'm going to take his body and I'm going
Oh,
to
I
start
figured.
pushing it towards the edge. And I'm going to say, you could probably bring him back from this, but you probably couldn't from that. You want to make a deal with me or no? And I'm going to hopefully dangle Atlee over the edge is the goal.
Toss him.
Call his
You
blow.
need him.
Call his blow.
I don't. I would like him.
Call his blow.
Drop him.
All right. Dr. Horace Atlee falls. So I did want. Hey, I'm really sorry. I kind of skipped a turn. So after you cut his throat,
okay,
it
yeah.
would be essentially Talvin's turn. I'm gonna need you to roll a fight forcefully brawling check. I'm sorry, this is probably going to retcon what just happened, but
3
I wanted to
successes.
make sure. 3?
What the crap?
I got a 1 and a 7.
That moment
I've got
when
two
The dice are like,
fours
that
I
moment
have.
when Heisel was
that's
like,
not gonna
yeah.
wreck on that. Heisel's like, I've decided. No.
In a very rare moment of sheer brute strength from Lady Arthur you see his motion actually brings some of the void right around your legs to just coalesce around you, and it's rising for your hand. And you just kick it off. And you see shadows of it.
Yeah.
And you do, I will allow you to just go ahead and drag Atlee off the cliff. And so, back to where we were, you dropped him. Do you want to?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You dropped him.
So where does that leave us then?
What happens now?
Heisel's like, oh, kill him, you need him. You can bring him back from that, probably. You can't bring him back from this, you need him. No, I don't.
All right.
Now what? And he's just like, where are you?
I told you it's a bad plan.
It is, but I'm finding it amazing.
I love role-playing games. This is great. I was not expecting this. I'm afraid it's about to get a little bit more comical. You see him make another motion with his hand, and nothing seems to happen. Where are you? Are you still at the ledge that you dropped Atlee at?
I mean, if possible, I would start walking away from the edge, but I don't know if that's happened yet.
Yeah, you could walk.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything.
I would love to not
Where
be
does that
near
leave
the
us
edge.
now?
Okay. Yep. All right. He's-
Epic deferral.
he did that motion. That's his turn.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Was the portal still
I'm so
open down at the
concerned.
bottom?
Hmm?
Was the
Oh no! The one to the boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's the boat isn't there anymore. Yeah, so it's like a kind of an empty issue.
Is-
You walk up the stairs.
Is
and
Anton's
Ooh.
portal still there?
What's that?
Is Anton's portal still there?
No, he that closed him.
Yeah, no,
Wow,
okay,
no.
I figured.
Yeah.
All right.
Otherwise, I might have intervened in something, but no. This is probably better anyway.
You don't have your scientist anymore. You could still have your Pantheon member out of the void.
I think I'll get that in a different way. Go ahead and roll another fight check. Brawling.
Come on, dice.
Another motion of his hand.
I don't see how she's getting out of them. Oh, I do, actually.
Nothing.
Nothing. Cold stone crawls up your leg and around your arm. And around your arms, plural. And you are essentially restrained by stone. Not cast in stone.
Okay, so it's not that thing.
No, it's not that thing. Although that, frankly, might be better for your current situation, because you wouldn't be conscious and stuck in the void. I'd rather be a stone stuck in the void than a conscious person, probably.
That's entirely fair.
I apologize for the invasion of your privacy. And he walks up to you. He's looking for the spike.
Wouldn't be hard to find.
Okay.
Oof.
There is a vast amount of potential in you, which is why I'm not going to leave you here. You are someone who is incredibly driven to achieve their own goals. I do think you are slowed down by some of your attachments, but I won't stop you. Do you still want to go to Alba?
I'm sorry, give me just a minute here.
Unfortunately, I will not go the entire way. You did indeed stab a man I needed.
He admits it now. It's like, she called me bluff. That's awkward.
Bring me back to the ship.
Really?
My one other way into the void just walked out a portal.
Well, shall we go to Fort Vita then?
Bring me back to the ship.
Poor choice. But I won't stop it. Let's see what's left. Unlike the portal that he just opened for Anton, he doesn't make a tear in reality. You're looking at him, talking to him, and eventually he just gestures behind you, and you turn around and you see a battered room with the corpse. Body, maybe a corpse, maybe not, of Reed. It seems something's different with the ship, though, because you can see a couple smoldering flames and shattered walls. Go before I take this away.
Did he take the spike from me?
Yeah?
Until next time. And I'm gonna walk out.
Alright, you enter the room. Jacob Reed is still on a void feed trip, believe it or not. Literally tossed around this room. Pong, pong, pong.
It's like void go weird.
Wasn't he tied down to the bed?
Yeah, did that help?
Oh, yeah, he did.
Ooh,
Okay, yeah,
his
he's
wrists
still
are
tied down
going.
to the bed.
It's like
Yeah,
probably
it's-
some like
yeah,
probably
shrapnel.
got her, but hopefully
Sorry,
like
I
kept
thought he
him
was just
for a
bound,
long time.
just arms and feet.
Yeah.
But, okay.
Guess.
Yeah.
No, we tied him to bed.
Real quick,
Yes.
it's a cool character thing I could do. That if it took a little while, like we've like woken up, we did some stuff, and then she comes in. There could be some.
This is where we're going to end session for this
Okay.
week, unfortunately.
Cool.
Wow.
That
Well,
was-
the party is still separated, but like you're just in interdependence right now.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Wait, we don't have an airship to come pick you up!
No.
I'm gonna have to
you
learn to
We
traverse
need
the
somebody to.
void.
We don't have anybody to pick us
I'm not
up.
super worried. Of all
You
the
still
people
have-
who are
you still
the
have
most
Hastings
good at
device.
traveling,
What?
You should have the Hastings device.
What?
of all the people who
I
are
have
best at
Hastings device.
traveling,
Oh, okay.
That's true.
it's you.
All right,
I'm very
folks,
fast.
We will see you
However-
hopefully next week. Have a good one.